Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our brokerage event on the Cluster2 calls. Now it's not advancing anymore? Yes, so my name is Nina Braun and I'm the network coordinator of Net4Society. I'm going to say a few words about what that is later on. But I first would like to thank you all for coming here. We know it's warm, it's a nice weather outside, but you all made it to this very crowded room, so thank you for that. At the same time, I would like to thank the French Ministry of Research, who are our partners from Net4Society and who are organizing this event here in Paris, and of course INALCO, which is hosting us in their building. INALCO is the Institut National des Langues et Civilisations Orientales. So thank you very much. They are also going to say a few words to you in a couple of minutes. Last but not least, I would take the opportunity also to thank my great team who has been working a lot to make this event happening, and we hope it's going to be successful. And I really thank the technical team up there. If they can hold the mic, that would be great. Thank you. Yeah. So as promised, I'm going to talk a bit about the organizer of the event. So Net4Society is the network of national contact points for Cluster2. So culture, creativity and inclusive society, as well as SSH integration for those of you who know. And the main goal of Net4Society is that we want to support you to actually write successful proposals in Horizon Europe. And in case that you are not familiar with national contact points, so-called NCPs, NCPs are dedicated research consulting bureaus, and they provide support when you are writing a proposal, and they are nominated and financed at national level. So you do have an NCP in all member states and associated states, as well as in some Horizon Europe dedicated third countries. And for what concerns the services, NCPs provide guidance on choosing relevant topics, on the relevant topic for your research. They do advise and on administrative procedures, so they are looking through your proposal at many member states and associated states. They also provide trainings, and they do provide useful materials for your proposal. And last but not least, they also help you find partners. Like, for example, this event today, we hope you will find a lot of potential future project partners for your proposal. And NCPs are always free of charge, so you should definitely contact them. And you will find a link at the end of the presentation, and you will receive the presentation after the event so that you can find your national contact point in your country. So what are the main objectives of the event? It's to acquire knowledge for your proposal preparation and to identify and secure potential project partners for your project. And in order to do this, we put together an agenda. You are right now in the opening session, and which will be followed by a session which is dedicated to our work program in Cluster2. And then tonight we have a networking cocktail, and we are going to look a bit more into the different sessions. So you are listening to me here Nina Braun, and then we will be hearing from the Vice President in charge of research at INALCO, the university that hosts us, and Virginie. She will be saying a few words from the part of the Ministry of Research. This will be followed by the European Commission colleagues who will be presenting some highlights of the Cluster 2 Work Program 2026. And we will be getting some tips and tricks on how to prepare a successful proposal from the Research Executive Agency colleagues, from Maria and Agnes. And if you brought some questions with you, or if you will have questions at the end of the session, you will have the opportunity to ask them a few questions. Then we will have a second session which will be looking at opportunities beyond Horizon Europe Cluster 2. So my colleague Kimberly from Net4Society will be showing you opportunities beyond Cluster 2 in other parts of Horizon Europe. We will present you some opportunities from the cultural heritage partnerships, and other colleagues from White Era Net will be telling you how to apply and how you can be supported if you are from a so-called widening country. Yes, and then my colleague Mikolai will finish by telling you how the second day will look, but we will have a quick sneak peek into the second day already now. Okay, so for the second day, so we meet tomorrow. If you registered also for the second day, we meet tomorrow again at 9 o'clock. You will find your newly found new potential partners for your project, and then we will have a session on how to successfully write a proposal, followed by a break, and then in the pre-lunch break, we will have the pitch presentation. So some of you have been applying and it doesn't go. So we will have this third session on how to successfully write your proposal with project coordinators and successful partners from actual projects. And we will have some feedback from experienced evaluators, and you can also ask them questions on what to think about when writing your proposal. And then we do have this pitch presentation session that some of you applied prior this meeting and that they are aware of, that they will be pitching their project idea here tomorrow. The same goes for the pre-arranged bilateral meetings. Most of you have been scheduled meetings for tomorrow afternoon. You have your personal schedule that you should be having access to via this app, the B2Match app. And I'm very happy because we have over 500 meetings scheduled for tomorrow. And we hope they will be fruitful and you will find a lot of partners there. Now, just very quickly, a slide about our other tools and services. So Net4Society is providing also tools and services for all applicants in Cluster 2 and beyond. And here you have, for example, on the first place, you have our community platform. So in case that after this meeting you are still looking for further partners for your project, you can register on our community platform and you can look on the marketplace of our community platform, and you might find other experts in areas that you are still needing in order to put together your project idea. We also provide how-to sheets, which is a compilation of useful fact sheets, so you could have a look at this. We have success stories from coordinators and project partners from projects in Cluster 2 from former calls. So they also have some very valuable tips and tricks that they might share with you and that might be interesting for you. And you have our checklists where you can see if you have everything put into your proposal. And then, of course, you have to ask your NCPs if they can have a look at your application, at your proposal, and help you with if everything is in your proposal and if it might be successfully evaluated. Then another tools and services Kimberly will later talk about, so I don't go further into details. We have a few things there. And then you find further material on the Horizon Europe NCP portal. All the links will be in the presentation at the end. And here again, the link to our community platform. There is currently more than 4,000 active profiles. We have in total over 8,000 profiles at the moment, and there's 93 countries represented. So it's really worth to have a look at the platform. Yes, and last but not least, you can follow us on LinkedIn. There is always some valuable information there. You have all the links that I was talking about. Yeah, and now I wish you all fruitful meetings and a great day. And I pass over to Virginie.